Hey everyone, Rich from Rich TCU Bets. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Hopefully you had a great weekend. I know I had a nice relaxing one, took 2 naps, so that was a huge win for me. But today we're going to talk about something that I've never really looked too much into myself up until building out this video, are Troves inside of Lorcana. Are Troves the secret investments? Are they something that you should be putting your money in? I mean, I can't give you that answer, but I can provide some data of the history of Troves and how they've done in the past. But yeah, let's go ahead and just get started. If you do like this kind of content of Lorcana numbers, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for future videos. All right, so here we got Wilds Unknown. This is the set that's going to be coming out on 5-15 globally at an LGS. You can get it a week before on 5-8. But you can see that this is going for $64. The volume is actually in the last month's pretty high, where you can see just yesterday 16 were sold. But this number is going to be drastically lower because you can still buy these at your LGS for $50. A lot of online places are selling them. I was actually, and this is kind of like what got me into this video, I actually bought a case of them, which is for about $40 per case, about like 42 after like taxes and everything. But I was able to get some. But the fact that MSRP is $49.99 and it's already $15 more than that, it had me thinking like whether Troves are a good play or not. And so we don't know how this is going to do. This is just a couple of shops. There's only 22 actual Troves available to buy on TCG Player. This number could skyrocket, this number could drop, but it had me thinking, how are previous sets performing? So we're gonna look at all the sets before, going from lowest value all the way to highest value. And we're gonna just briefly talk about it, but I want to kind of like call out, I don't want to say the correlation or causation just because the data sample is so small and we're only looking at 2 years, but I'll let you guys use your imagination. So right here, this is the lowest Trove, Arcasius Island. Honestly, I'm surprised. I really like this set. I think it's a good set. Maybe it's just the box art people didn't like, but Mirabelle I do like. The Troves are going for about $34. And so we're seeing about a couple sales every single day. If we take a look at the month, on average, so some days have none, some days have 4. Realistically, no one is really buying these Troves. It's a set that is still in print. They were readily available for people, and yeah, it's just going to be pretty low for a while. But then we take a look at something like Raina Jafar that came out afterwards. This was a much better set, but the price is still low. Again, it's still in print. It's still in rotation for like another couple months or so, but we do see the price a little higher, similar sales volume, so nothing too great to show there. Next, we have Azurite Sea, which is at $36. Lowest listing though is $50. And so we are now, or sorry, I'm going to say $49.95, 4 cents, 4 whole cents below MSRP. So now we're starting to see like, okay, we had those first 2 Troves below MSRP. We're now getting to something at MSRP. Azurite Sea is still in rotation, but it will be getting rotated out shortly. And then we get into Ursula's Return. This is $42. Lowest listing though, if you do the math, is about $49. Again, really close to MSRP. This is out of print and has been rotated out. So we should expect this number to go up. It did have some highs a couple weeks ago, around $46, and then dipped. At the end of the day, it's like up 1% over the last 3 months. It's down, but it's just kind of fluctuating. Shimmering Skies, if we took a look at this one, this is a set that has the amazing Mufasa card. Really love that card. Again, lowest listing is about $50. Market price is $46. So we are creeping closer and closer to MSRP. Another set that is in rotation that will be getting rotated out shortly. But we're starting to see a trend where a lot of these Lorcana products that were just sitting on shelves forever, that no one wanted because it was a dead game, are getting closer to MSRP. And historically in other TCGs, when you see products starting to get closer to TCG, especially, or to MSRP, especially product that is rotated out or getting close to being rotated out, that's a good sign of something to pop off. Let's take a look at the next highest valued one, which is winter spell. Again, lowest listing is 4 whole cents under MSRP. This is very much available. If you take a look at the quantity, 118. Sales here are a lot higher. You have some sales upwards of 12 on some days. It is going up and up, 8% in the last month. It's down the last 3 months, but that's natural because pre-order prices are higher. But the fact that it's up 8% in the last month is pretty crazy, especially for a set that just released. This is like the most recent set that released, what, 2 months ago? I think it was in February, the beginning of February it released. And we're starting to see these higher valued sets are the sets that have the iconics or are just like the high in demand popular ones. We'll get to that as well too. But Winter Spell, the fact that it is brand new and you can still only buy at the lowest price, basically at MSRP, is a little concerning, I will say. If you are wanting to invest in Lorcana or if you're wanting to rip packs, these used to be a pretty cheap pack. I remember I did buy one. What was it? I think it was Reign of Jafar for like 30 or like $32 or something like that. Because I figured, okay, if I'm opening 8 packs, $4 a pack is a really great deal. And now we have Whispers in the Well. This is the second recent set. Market price is actually above MSRP, with the lowest listing being almost $5 whole above market. You can see it's up, or above MSRP. It's up 14% and it is climbing. You have a little bit of a drop off there, and so we'll see how it goes if we take a look at the month. It's a little bit more even because it did peak and then kind of drop back a little bit. But the iconics, people want the iconics. Even though the Hades and Ariel aren't the most popular iconics, people want to rip for those cards because they're close to $1,000. And if you grade them in a PSA 10, they're close to like $2,000, $2,000 plus for these iconics. People are wanting Troves more and more. Okay, we take a look at the fourth highest one. This one actually shocked me quite a bit. It is Into the Inklings, the most overprinted set in Lorcana history. Nobody wants to set terrible iconics or terrible enchanteds, terrible cards. It's out of rotation. Nothing's playable, but it's going for almost $57. Lowest listed is $54.50, and it is up 15% in the last 3 months. If we take a look at just the 1 month chart, it's close to 5%. People are realizing that Troves just get printed once. And yeah, maybe they printed a lot. Maybe they didn't print as many on their initial wave or release, but that's it. If you want a Trove, like, you just got to get it at release, and that's all you're going to be able to get it at. Rise of the Floodborn. This set has been rotated out for about a year at this point. $69, almost $70. Lowest listed, $75 if you want to get your own Trove. Again, it's a very popular, the first chapter in this one, staples in Lorcana trading cards as far as products that people want to invest. People really like these enchanteds. I actually really hate this set, but everyone else really likes it, so I have some because everyone else likes it, and I've learned in investing, it's not what you like, it's what everyone else likes. But at number 2, we do have Fabled, and with everything else Fable related, it is absolutely going to the moon. It is up 161%. You can see basically at that $50 mark 3 months ago, at just above MSRP, kind of where we're seeing all these other ones, is where it was. And 3 months later, it is almost tripled in price. So you could have bought a bunch of these and tripled your money in just a few months, which is mind-blowingly crazy. Lowest listed is going for about $228. So almost $100 more than the market price. So you're not going to be able to find anything for that market price. The most recent sale is $249, and you can see the most recent sales basically $200, $200, $250. That's pretty wild. And the highest valued one is the first chapter. $256 is the market price. Lowest listed is $280. I think Troves are the play. At the end of the day, that's why I bought a case of Troves. It wasn't too much money. You know, I spent under $200 to get 4. But I think this is the future of Lorcana investing. Yes, the booster boxes I think are still going to be king. But these troves are a very nice second place. You think of ETBs with Pokemon, people love displaying them, people love collecting them, and they do have quite a bit of return and growth as you continue to hold them for years to come. And so for me, I'll let you know what I'm doing. I told you I bought a case. I'm going to look for a first chapter trove, and I'm going to look for a fable trove nearby, and those are going to be my next two spends in Lorcana. I think those are going to be great plays for the future, and plays that I wish I'd gone into a year ago. I mean, for the first chapter, it's probably better that I waited because it has been down. You can see like a year ago was closer to 350, but it's going to go back up. It's the first chapter. Everyone loves it, and there wasn't a lot printed of these troves. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Are you going to buy some troves? Do you like troves? Do you own any? I know they are kind of wonky because they're not wrapped. Doesn't make sense to me, but I think they're pretty to look at nonetheless. So hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you all in the next video.